It got to a point where sometimes I would be driving to get the drug and I would be crying knowing that I'm not going to come home. If I smoke 2 or 3 hits of crack, I'm not coming back for at least a couple days until I'm broke. And that's how bad my addiction was. My addiction, which started, I guess, 1978, but by 1983, I was already smoking coke. From 95 to the year 2000, I was clean and sober when Patty and I first got married. In the year 2000, I had a brain tumor. After the brain tumor, I started taking a lot of Percocets and Vicodin, which they prescribed for me. And probably a year after that, they started to wean me off, and I started calling other doctors and using my brain tumor for an excuse for more painkillers. Rite Aids and places like that, I put a red flag on me. The doctors that I was going to knew that I was abusing it. Donna told me about Coastal Christian in Ocean City, where our sister-in-law lives. It's a great church, and he was doing a sermon on the crucifixion of Jesus. The whips, the chains, how they tore his flesh away from his face, you know. It never was really told to me like that. And I almost cried right there in the service. And I told Patty, my God, I don't know what's coming over me, but I just felt it. I've just felt so bad for Jesus. He kept coming back to Mount Hope about 2 or 3 times, and Donna asked me to join the praise band because I don't think she knew how bad my addiction was. Well, I would say probably maybe 10 times I didn't come to church on Sundays because I was out partying and getting high the night before and never made it home, and I stayed out for maybe 2 or 3 days. My family would be out looking for me, so I was kind of a hypocrite, if you will. I mean, I was talking one talk and walking another walk. I heard a voice in my mind. And I just remember I was driving. I dropped my oldest son off at work, and all this was just compiling in my head. And I said, you know what? I'm sick of being alive. And I just drove my car into a tree. I don't know how I made it out alive. The van was totaled. It definitely was God that did it for me. But at that time, I didn't know. They brought me to Lankenau Hospital, where I got like 52 stitches across my forehead. And even after that, I still went out that week afterwards and got high again. After many rehabs and psych wards in this 4-year period, probably 6 or 7, I finally met a psychiatrist, and she basically told me if I wasn't going to lay everything out on the table, it was a waste of time coming there. I was coming to church, I was playing in the praise band, but yet I was actively still in my addictions. I said to her, I want to turn my life over to Jesus, but she said to me, you need to be your weakest for Jesus to be his strongest. In other words, you need to get that chip off your shoulder, or that persona you put out to people that everything is okay, and start being honest and telling them the truth. And I thought, here I am again, spitting in Jesus's face, and I didn't want to do that anymore. I go to Recovery in Christ meetings, and I have to tell you, Jesus is my first true love. When people ask me who do I love, I always say it's Jesus first. The praise band and Donna, so much from they put up with me. They didn't probably tell a lot of people what I was going through, but they were praying for me all the time, and they still took me back. And as long as I put Christ first in my life. And that's what I've been trying to do. Let me tell you, it's a work in progress, but I'm trying my best to get there. That knowing that what I tried to do to myself, I know through him that he has forgiven me. I found that having a personal relationship with Jesus, I was able to talk to him when I couldn't talk to my wife Patty, or I couldn't talk to other people about things. He rejuvenated me. And if it wasn't for him, I can honestly say I would be dead. There's no two ifs, ands, buts about it. I would be dead, that's for sure.